And we're live.
Heyo.
What's up, everyone? Andy Bird is here.
No, I thought his name was Randy Beard.
And we're live.
Hey.
Thanks for coming back, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's
I go by Andrew Bird now.
Andrew
I'm more sophisticated than last time.
There's
Andrew
a
Bird
puppy.
is my father.
His new puppy's here. How is
Jeez.
little Odie?
No, we're not doing that.
Well, what are you gonna call
We're
him?
not doing that. This is Otto.
It's like Odie.
Oh
No,
It's
no.
close enough.
No, I will shank you.
I can't wait
Fine,
for Pete
fine.
to show up in one calendar month and have just absolutely burned the tolerance from both Dan and I from both ends.
Let's call the pup Liberty Hardwood.
I would be okay with that before I'm okay with OD.
Let's call it cashier number 7 at Menards.
All right,
I'm just naming all the things that have crossed Dan.
Krista. She knows what she did.
Oh, she has a name.
Krista.
It has a name.
not her. That's not her name. She just has a name
Yeah.
in Dan's mind.
She didn't give you the 11% off rebate?
She didn't.
Oh, dang
She's
it.
like, "Fuck you. Here's the 10% off one."
Oh, I love it.
Andy, when Brandon said that we're going to have you on. Yeah.
Broden.
Braden. I like Braden better, actually. Go by that. He was like, oh, yeah, we have Andy Bird in April. I'm like, wasn't he just on? Like, that's cool, but like,
It doesn't feel like it was that long
he
ago.
was, you were just on. That was 2023.
I know. If
Last year doesn't exist in my brain.
yeah,
Dude.
when we talked at Workbench Con, you
Yeah.
were like, yeah, we should have you back on, and I looked it up. Yeah, it was 2023.
Yeah, I like in my brain it was like fall, but it straight up felt like last year. But
Well,
last year we had a
you
kid, so everything was just
I would say you had a kid, so yeah, I know.
God,
Memories
how long
just
are you
out.
going to ride that excuse for your inadequacies?
as
Pete?
long as she lives under this roof. So
Yeah.
18 to 35 years.
Alex has a point. 2023 was 2 years ago,
Ew.
not one.
Ew.
Well, if you do count like you
loop.
rewind the calendar.
It's been like 18 months.
Ooh, nice. It's a nice little toddler.
And then you gotta round it up.
Yeah, right.
It was
I appreciate you
quite a
guys having me back on. I wasn't too bad of a guest the first time.
bit. No,
Or maybe
no.
it's
You were
debatable.
I'm gonna be honest. They didn't ask me. They just did. So I was like, whatever.
What do you mean,
I
you
guess he's
people?
fine.
To be fair, that's how we kind of operate most of the things around here, don't we, Dan?
Yes, actually.
Dan. You know we
They
have,
do.
we have a guest next week, right?
It rarely
I'm
does.
I'm like the perpetual guest at this point.
Actually, that is a great way to describe Dan. I'm a guest on his podcast, but we're all just guests on each other's podcasts.
All right.
Mine's called Another. Dan's is Woodshop. And then Braden just named his podcast.
Who's the
Welcome to
home
my
team this week?
Podcast.
Who's the home team? We're actually away at Andy's shop or Andrew's shop.
We're all in
You're
Kentucky.
in Kentucky, yeah.
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 Mm.
Although I really don't know how I feel about this. We're
Kentucky?
no, you and your background. We're
Kentucky as a whole. Not
you're
a
the home
fan.
team. You're like the CNC king of
don't know
whatever
about that,
county
but-
you're in. And then there's
Yeah.
just a laser behind you.
I know. Did you see this? So I've actually made some pretty big steps
Ooh.
since the last time I've been on the podcast. So I'm in a
2
new
years ago.
shop. I'm in a new shop.
Yep.
Nice.
Has blue doors.
It has big blue doors. So that's through those doors is the dusty side. It's the woodworking side. And this side is
Oh, you got one of
side.
those? I'm
Wait,
jelly.
What a
Wow.
bougie ass.
What are you, Mark Spagnolo?
I've got a dust side and a non-dust side. Welcome to the clean room.
Did I piss Dan off? Is he gone? He's
Oh,
just
well,
left.
Yeah.
Dan's whole life is a dust room.
He's like,
so-
you son of a bitch.
He said the word clean.
I felt personally attacked.
Yeah. So yeah, I got this giant Thunder Laser Nova 3500 watt behind me because you're right. It should be a CNC router, but
No,
I
it's
do-
okay.
Lasers
I do
are
have
ju-
lasers too,
yeah, lasers
Laser
are
is
CNC.
technically a CNC.
right? It
Yeah,
is,
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
It just has the pew pew instead of the.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's plywood, then it's
I had to tell my family to keep it down a little bit. They're
Keep
still.
it down.
I was gonna say something because the silence was deafening. Actually, we didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear him?
No, we're
Oh.
good.
That's fine.
Morgan says he's going to start another podcast.
Yeah.
You already
Yet
did.
another woodshop podcast, and it's just a weekly critique of the previous week's AWP.
Isn't your
I got
podcast
another
called
order
like?
for the side table.
Hey, let's go.
People are still downloading them.
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual side table. Not
Oh
the
no.
plans.
The free files I'm giving away, people are still downloading them.
God, I love
Jeremy
it.
Claybaugh
Nice.
is in the chat.
Jay
Heyo.
Paul.
We got some
Let's do it.
regulars coming back too. We got Scott from Red Legs in the chat. Good to see these people come back.
Nice,
It's always
nice.
good.
There we go.
I mean, they're here for you,
Andy-
Andy. Let's be real. They don't show up every week.
They're
Andy,
here for
when
the
we were-
CNC side hustle.
Yeah, let's hustle.
Yeah, because
When-
you
when
dropped
we
that
were at,
since we. Yeah, that was last. When did you drop the CNC side hustle?
I
So-
think he was telling us about it in secret at that point.
Oh yeah, that was behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was like
maybe,
hush hush.
maybe, yeah. So actually, this week is a year. We dropped
Okay.
it a year ago. So this week is the 1 year anniversary of the CNC side hustle.
Oh,
What
that's
does
awesome.
that say behind you in the blue letters?
Andy,
on
It's
your-
Andy
Bird.
Bird.
Right there.
That's
Yeah,
his
that-
jalapeno.
That's exactly what's in my brain, Braden.
Wait, what?
I kept saying
That's his
does that
jalapeno
say
bucket.
jalapeno?
Yeah, that's his jalapeno bucket.
I think it's
Braden.
Most people have
Okay,
most
yes, it
people
says
have
jalapeno.
chillers.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, most people have chillers for their lasers. He just runs it through
a jalapeno
jalapeno
bucket.
bucket.
pickled jalapeno
Yeah.
bucket.
Chilled jalapenos.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Braden, that is
That's genius.
my mind is blown right now. It's no wonder why you and I are friends.
I thought you were talking
Just-
about the
just
sign
tap.
behind him that just. I'm like, that says Andy
So-
Bird.
So this one right here, like that's the original that's one of the first things I made with my first CNC 7 years ago.
And just
Oh,
driving
really?
around.
That was my first logo. Yeah.
I will remember.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
you.
I made one of my most intricate projects because I used like consistently reducing smaller and smaller bits to carve this super detailed logo for my buddy John White for his shop that his wife ordered from me. This is back on my Shapeoko, like way back in an old shop. Like when I first got the machine, she was like,
Yeah.
could you do an epoxy sign? I was like, yeah, sure. That's when I was
Yeah.
young and dumb.
Yeah.
Me? Okay.
And now he's older and dumb.
So
Still doing it.
like, and this is a Shapeoko with belts and like
Was it the Shapeoko 3?
the three. Yeah, the three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I started with too.
Yeah. And that's right. Yeah. Because you had the stacked Shapeokos,
Yeah,
right?
I did that. Yeah, after that. Yep.
So I had that running and it was like, I had to use a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch, and then got down to a 16th and a 32nd of an inch bit.
What are you making?
It was just very, the
Dildo.
logo was very
A
detailed
life-size
and
replica of his junk.
yeah. And dude, I even like broke a
that's
little
why you had to get
piece.
so small.
Yeah. Cause it was,
Yes.
yeah.
I got it.
Intricate
It was my
details,
junk on his
the tiny
logo.
variety.
But just to
In
get all the
in United
lettering,
States- in the United States, we say smaller. There, they just call it Polish.
the Polish. Yeah.
Just had to make it Polish.
But dude, I made that sign. It took me forever. It's to this day still in one piece. It looks great. And I still haven't made one for myself. I've now made multiples of those. I still don't have an epoxy, like, carved out logo of my own.
I also don't have
I don't think
a
I do either.
logo sign of my own, and I keep kicking her every time I do like a new style of project. I'm like, this would be really cool. I should make something.
I think
With-
the only one I
I-
have.
see, I like
is
that
that
one.
That one. Yeah.
Well, like every time I think about doing it, I'm like, well, I don't want to be that guy. Like making my own logo. Like
That's the thing. I do want to be that guy.
I am that guy.
just
But I
have,
also have it like in my head, like, oh man, when I'll know that I made it when somebody's like, oh, I want to send you something I made, and then they like send it to me.
yeah,
But
we had
also-
Lizzie make the podcast one that we all have, but like I don't have my
Lizzie
own.
actually did.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. We need to get some fan art in like all of our shops, right?
I just call it fart for short.
I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
working on clearing up some spots in my shop and reorganizing as I do. And I think I'm gonna like take a wall and just make it like a here's where my friends' shit goes.
Yeah.
You
So I'll
guys
put
have
some
free
3D
walls?
prints.
No, I do not.
Like I'm at Dan's level now. I don't
I
have
don't-
any wall space.
I don't
I have
now.
stickers on a garage door. That's
Wait,
the best I can
I
do.
do have wall space. It's the 8 to 10 feet all the way around. That's where banners
bedroom.
go and random things, but like it's not in the shot, so I don't want to put like too much art up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys the story? I made Mr. Beast some fan art
What?
and sent it to him and got on a live stream.
With Mr. Beast?
I just
Like,
want to be super clear, Morgan. I
Is
want
this
fan
when he
art,
was
but
just
not your
Beast
fan
and not
art.
Mister, or was?
Before he got
No,
certified?
this is a couple years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I think this was it was 2 years ago. There's a video about it. It's where I made his logo, an epoxy logo, sent it to him, and just to see if I could get on his. He was doing a live stream where he opened all like everybody could send fan art in, and I sent him this giant 3-foot epoxy heavy sign, and people were kids are sending him drawings like pencil drawings, and I'm what's his name? I don't
That would
And
be
you were the
hilarious.
you were
if
the
they,
only grown man that's
probably.
if they let all these kids on, they're like, "Oh, let's see who this little guy is."
Like,
Sandy.
okay, we can talk to this one
here-
without getting sued. Let's
Big
get him
fan.
on.
here's our 5 finalists for the art contest. It's like
exactly.
3 feet tall, and then Andy Birds,
Who are some of his sidekicks? The names.
Robin.
No,
I have no idea.
anyways, one of
Dr.
his
Dr.
Beast guys pulled it out of a box, and he said, "Hey, Jimmy, is this enough fan art for you?" And there's like this big old sign, and that was my TV time.
So did they?
It's called hentai, and it's art.
Well, like, but were you on the live stream with them, or they just like,
No.
yeah, the sign?
no, you shipped it, and then they had like all these packages, and it was just them on the live stream. Yeah.
And I bet the live stream started like real close, and then it's like, and we're gonna open these packages, and like sudden zoom out, and there's like 1,000 million packages.
No, I remember it being really uneventful and just like
Like a chill.
Chill
live
a
stream.
little
we
let
set up
down.
like a
like,
webcam in a corner and was just like opening packages.
I mean, listen, that guy, like, he just started doing it like when he was a teenager, and now he's killing. Like, he just knows how to take a YouTube
I think
channel.
he does okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
he does okay.
Minecraft, he started with Minecraft videos when he was like 10 years old.
Yeah,
That's where we fucked up. We started as adults,
Yeah.
putting ourselves on the internet.
we were
should've
trying
just
to
ignored
work
our
a
parents.
job. We should have played video games.
mind. You can have a YouTube channel.
See, that's the problem. We all grew up in the time like when the internet was like new, and everybody was like,
when all the
"Don't talk-
adults were like, "Don't ever
Don't talk to
your
strangers on the
information out."
internet. Don't get in random people's cars. Like ASL, don't do that. You're gonna get murdered. And before that, some other stuff is gonna happen. You're never gonna recover. And now they're just like, shit. Get out there. Start like 6 channels. Like, mama wants to get that money.
Like, wait,
Right.
you have
Yeah,
one
lots of
YouTube
wheels
channel?
and
Right off the bat.
Got to bump up those numbers. One YouTube channel, you need 6.
You
You need
need
the El
6.
Español. You need Andy Bird El Español. You need the
We need
German channel.
an unboxing. We need a review after the unboxing. We need a how to run a CNC as a 6-year-old channel. Like there's the niche.
24-hour live stream of CNCing with lo-fi playing. That's another one.
Yes.
Morgan is currently building the ultimate fan art library. Apparently, oh God, that is awful.
He literally has my head
Oh,
3D printed in his
no.
shop.
Oh,
Did he
man.
send something? Oh no.
Oh God, no! It's more of his very
No.
unique style of art.
Why does
It's,
Jeff's neck green? Is that moss because he moves so
Why
slow?
does he have a patch missing?
I don't know.
I think that's a tattoo,
See,
but it looks like he got tattooed.
Morgan
in
makes this
broccoli.
beautiful art.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
Look at his eyes.
Interestingly enough,
Yeah.
that is actually, I think,
So
if I can tell
beautiful.
right, that's just the inspiration photo. He hasn't even done the art yet.
yeah. Like, look at these eyes.
Oof.
Man, he did you dirty. I don't understand the moss on his neck, but I'm assuming that's
I think it's broccoli tattoo.
That's
broccoli
exactly-
tattoos
I saw him make that face.
in bed.
Can I make a confession
it was-
about in bed? Real,
Oh my-
real
A
Oh my-
confession or a connection? I forgot. I didn't hear you.
confession.
Oh, okay.
About in bed.
Is this confessions part 2?
I had a weird dream last night.
Oh my god, what is happening?
What did I do to you?
It wasn't you, Pete. Not this time.
What did Pete do to me?
What did
Braden's
Sutton do to you?
family.
Oh
Braden's
no.
family lived in Hawaii for some reason.
As they do,
Okay. Interesting.
My family was on vacation in Hawaii.
as they
I
often
happened
are.
to bump into Braden at some family reunion.
Did we know each other?
Yeah,
Was the family
we kissed.
reunion all of ours?
What?
Oh,
Oh,
my god.
you
What?
We
didn't have
kissed
to say
we
that
kissed
out
at your
loud.
Family reunion. It was super awkward. I woke up in a sweat and I was like, I don't know about this.
Dan, was I a tender lover?
I'm so sweaty. Why is my ass
You
hurt?
were you were hesitant.
Was there tongue? I don't know
No,
why
no
I feel the
tongue.
need to ask more
No
questions.
tongue.
Andy,
No
thank you for
tongue.
joining us this week. I
this
appreciate
is,
it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can talk through this. It's okay.
No, I'm
This is a-
fine with it.
this is a
It's just
safe
a weird
space.
dream.
I was gonna
It
say
a weird
I don't
dream.
want to
Um,
ask one single CNC question now. I only want to ask follow-up questions.
The internet's a safe place. Let's just go ahead
Bring
and
it.
talk it out.
Yeah, it's safe. Okay.
Bring it. I'm okay with this. My sexuality, I'm comfortable with it.
Like he's married with 2 kids. He's got nothing to prove now.
Yeah, and 2 dogs. So living the
And
life.
2 dogs.
And a pissed off cat.
Envy
Uh,
would shop
I gotta
42
say,
dogs.
man,
42/yes/your mom.
Paco
ASL.
cannot be happy right now.
No, Paco's
You got a
pissed.
second
Paco's
dog.
pissed off.
Oof. So
What's the floor to hole measurement in the dream bed?
There was
I
no
didn't
bed in the dream. It was
I didn't
the
say it.
weirdest thing.
I
Like,
just
we were
I-
trying to prove to people that we knew each other, and we just
And that's
went in
the
for
only
a-
way
we
we
just
could
went in
think
for
of?
a kiss.
well,
Yeah.
we have romantically walked holding hands down the beach.
We have. There's video.
while
of
pretending
that.
I'm dead.
We didn't technically pretend you're dead. We implied you were dead.
Well, you implied Emma wept.
It's different. And
Emma
also,
was-
I put in the notes we were sad that you left 4 hours earlier than us.
No one reads the comments.
That's true. No
Oh, you-
bed, all whole.
Oh my
no.
gosh. Mr. Braden, didn't you mention there was a super secret question we have to play that you were
Yes.
saving intentionally? You were
It's-
holding out on one of our patrons out of
I wasn't
spite.
intentionally doing it. It just worked out conveniently.
What? What
Um,
is it?
It's a CNC question that
Oh,
we
boy.
like the last 3 people have not been CNC people,
I don't-
but
the
we
way-
should have played it anyway.
I remember it. The words you said were, "I'll show him." Is it the
yeah, it's in the inbox.
Frankenstein? What works?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. We can throw a. I got you. We'll do it.
Peter sitting on the narrow cuck table.
What is happening, Andy? I'm so sorry. I would tell you that this isn't how it usually
He's been
goes.
here before.
I
He
know,
knows.
but you.
No, I haven't been there, but
Yeah.
I'm so glad Dan waited to bring this up until on a live stream on the internet just to see Braden's reaction. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why this keeps
I
happening.
didn't bring this up until just now. These guys had no idea what was coming.
We,
Oh, you
I
were
was-
apparently.
I've been thinking about it all day.
No.
Oh,
All day.
while Sutton was there. Wow.
I didn't even tell Sutton.
So, was Sutton at the
Sutton
family
gets
reunion?
uncomfortable if I just talk about farts, for God's sake. So like,
Sutton's a different
imagine?
animal.
So, yeah, he's a better person. He's like Andy.
let's
He's
change the
better than
subject a
us.
little bit.
Just a
no.
little
So
bit?
Sutton, it was
Yes,
80
yeah.
degrees today. Okay. And he's still coming to work with the overalls and the hoodie over his hair because he's trying to protect his hair. And I'm like, what are you going to do when it's like really hot? He
Ask
goes,
you
"I
to
don't
close
know."
the doors and run the
Not-
AC.
Not lose his
No.
fingers still. He's
Man,
really worried about
He's
losing
going to
his
sweat
nips.
his balls off. He's going to sweat his balls off, man.
Well, I mean, it's like wrestling. He's just constantly trying to make weight. So that's why he's thinner than all of us. And also, he's at the gym 3 times a day.
And he's carrying that shop.
Yes. I didn't do shit today.
Well,
Not a damn thing.
I mean, you
I've
made
been
a
exhausted
story.
the last 2 days. That's it. I went out and sat in my chair and made a story. That was the most of my day. And if you think I'm even kidding, Braden, you can call your brother right now. He'll
Dan,
probably say,
let me ask
no,
you
that
this.
son of a bitch, it didn't do anything.
Do you
I-
often sit, like actually sit in your chair, that chair, as he works? You just like,
Sometimes, yeah.
that tracks.
I'm the boss.
Dude,
Being the boss
I
is
have this
good.
body double energy. Like anytime someone else is in the shop with me, I'm up like 300% efficiency.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, I agree with that.
I can be at times. Today, though, I have been exhausted the last 2 mornings because of this damn puppy. The puppy wakes us up at 4:30 in the morning.
It was your fault.
Do you also kiss the puppy?
Oh yeah, often. The puppy gets tongue though, not you. The
That
puppies.
was worse. That was worse. I didn't think it could go in a worse direction, and I regretted my comment, and then it went worse.
Yeah, I'm just trying to picture that.
Don't.
Don't. Andy's gonna be like, "Oh, driving into a tunnel, reception's going," and then drop off.
The
Really-
puppy
got a
has
really
been
bad
waking us up
connection,
at
guys.
4:30, and this morning my back was just on fire. Like I had a spasm that took me to my knees, so I was like, I ain't doing shit today, Sutton. Sorry.
Oh man, Alex got you there.
I just saw that.
Nope. Nope. Timeout. Timeout for Alex. That's it. That's my line.
It's terrible.
Deleting all of your comments for the entire live so far because of that one.
I'm still seeing them. Oh no, it went away. Okay.
Oh, I missed.
You gotta
this
remember we're
comment.
on
Oh.
YouTube.
I mean, I'll just say it. He says that Dan did say he likes them young, under 12.
Oh,
Wait,
when did I say?
12.
Oh,
You're like
under 12 weeks.
Oh, 12,
puppies.
12 weeks old for all my puppies, which is good. I mean, you're training. Hey, listen, I was like,
Yes.
I saw the
I
puppy
do
running
it for
around
training
outside,
purposes.
and I'm like, isn't that puppy? And then your next story is like, a lot of people were asking me about the puppy. And I'm like, okay, good. I got answers.
I take them
I
out
got
of the yard
closure.
early. That's why.
Also,
See, I couldn't do that with Chase because his husky brain is run. Just everything in his brain is run.
Well, we have
And he's-
Max, so he's kind of taking Max's lead. And
So
that's
Max
another
is training
reason.
the puppy.
Basically, Max is rubbing the puppy's nose in his own pee and taking him outside. It's real nice.
Here's what you do. This is a ball. If you never give it to them, they still might throw it.
Yeah.
how come the
You know what
ball's
you
not
could do?
round? It's because we
You
live on a
could-
hill.
You could you should tie the ball to Otto's collar, and then the ball will never stop moving. Max will
True.
probably explode in happiness.
He'll just bring you Otto.
Yeah, I don't know how that would turn out. The kids would probably be super upset.
Speaking of turnout, we can tell Frankenstein Woodworks that we were holding out on his question
true.
until we
I
had
told
a
him.
CNC
For the
expert.
bird.
I
Yeah.
told him that we didn't miss it intentionally last week because we didn't.
Yeah.
We saved it to make sure he got
And
the
saved
best
it.
answer possible.
It was for his own good. We didn't want to just throw him a bone. We wanted to flip him the bird. Okay. We should work that into the video.
That's me.
That's me.
I should.
But why don't we get through some of these questions?
I still have questions about the family reunion.
No, we're
Is
not
that
going
what you mean? Is
talk
that what you
about-
mean by questions? Because I have
And then
them.
there was like people wrote in questions at your family reunion and they put them all in a bucket and it was so Gabby could win a prize and you had me draw the name and you ended up winning
I
and
did.
your family turned on you.
I don't know who you're turning or
Dan, I'm
pointing
gonna
at.
need you to stop
Braden.
dreaming about me.
I took melatonin last night, so
You
Well,
took a
I
little
need you to-
Braden tone in.
I need you to
That's what you
melatonin it
took.
down, Dan. Jeez.
I was hoping to be able to sleep all night and the melatonin gave me weird dreams. That's what I'm going with.
All right. Speaking of having wet dreams, let's play this voicemail from Alex Duffy.
Alex Duffy.
Yeah.
Nice.
The prom queen of Maker Camp, I think, whatever his title is. Anyways, here it is.
Hey guys, it's Alex from Duffy Woodcraft. My question is for Andy. First of all, it was great seeing you at Workbench Con and getting to chat with you again and spend some time at the Vetric party. Thanks so much for hanging out. My question is, since you are a CNC and Vetric master, what is a underrated tip or trick that you use often that you think more people should use that aren't? All right, thanks guys. Bye.
I guarantee the answer is going to be melatonin.
That's a good one. Yeah, and again, we'll answer these during the pod. We're just warming up here so you can think about it.
Yeah.
It's actually a good question.
That is a really good question.
I've been
fine.
I've been deep into YouTube Shorts does something that neither Instagram nor TikTok does, which is if you're like watching on a computer or even actually on a phone, if you click a video within a genre, you're getting the same genre for a while before you start getting junk again. So when you click a video about, like, I keep watching a bunch of Fusion 360, so my shorts recommendations are on that. I'll click it and it'll just be YouTube
they have
short.
a word for that.
What?
Algorithm.
Yeah, but usually it's all over the place. One is a clip from a movie with a bunch of pixels removed, so it's okay, and it's reversed somehow. And then the next one's just like a parenting tip. Then one after that is someone getting hurt, which is always funny.
And then there's like
my algorithm is different than yours.
Then there's like a stream of them that, like, the end message is like, you don't judge a book by its cover. And it's like inspirational messages, but none of them actually can make it acting into real movies.
I keep getting thirst traps on my TikTok at least. And then I comment and say, I don't want these on here. And then they just keep showing up. Like, I don't understand.
And then you bless your heart, right? You give them a bless your heart, like a Southern bless your heart.
I don't want these on my page.
You hit the little heart on there.
Stop showing them to me. And then they keep showing up.
Dan, my IG is not thirst traps.
No, but your TikTok is. Okay.
Oh, wait. I was trying to make a point about the YouTube shorts before we got derailed.
Derailed? What?
I keep watching videos where people just nonchalantly use a tool in Fusion like it's just their bread and butter. It's like, of course everyone knows how to use this one tool, and I'm not even going to show you the shortcut. That, like, it completely changed the game. Like, these little things that, like, completely break the game. So I feel like you're going to have some good tips in Vetric. Because Vetric is great, but it's also...
Yeah, I've got a great one. It's called Control Z.
Yes.
Undo.
Very good one.
There was a virus on the computer.
Undo.
And my pants fell down.
No, Mom, I swear. I was messing around on the internet.
Oh, I do have one thing. I'm actually going to email Vetric about it, because there is a feature in Lightburn that I wish that Vetric had, and that is when you undo and redo, it also tracks your clicks. So if you're selecting a bunch of stuff and then you accidentally click away from, wherever you're doing, and you lose the selection, you can just undo and everything's selected again wherever you were last. Every single click, it remembers it. It doesn't do that in Vetric, and it drives me a little insane.
When you email them, can you also ask them to send me a new license? Because mine expires in 3 days.
Well, you're supposed to do that.
I keep forgetting. Well, okay, so I have my Vectric project from Workbench Con that I told them I would ship them.
Yeah.
And it's in a box, and I just taped it up today, but I didn't want to reach out again and be like, hey, can I have something? Also, I still haven't shipped the thing I told you I would.
Well, why don't you ship it and be like, hey, by the way, I shipped the thing out.
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
No, you tell them you were going to ship it, but you're waiting for this whole tariff nonsense to blow over. Because you don't want to get charged.
Remind me to text Braden at 10 a.m. to remind him to ship something out to Vetric.
I literally packed it yesterday. I had to go find a box that was the appropriate size, because I figured with it going international, I didn't want to do like the thin cardboard and like fold it over and make it work. Yeah. So what I had to do was I had to wait for the outer box for something new to show up. So that I could repurpose it.
I'm still waiting on mine. You got something?
Do you ever reverse fold the boxes?
It's a 6-inch.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I know, because if I measure from one side and then the other,
I hate you.
It's
Okay.
6.
It's 6.
All right, you're done. I'm playing the next voicemail. Next one's from Mitch Hale from Horn Dog Maps, I believe.
What's
Yeah.
up, guys?
Hey,
Mitch from
Horn Dog Maps.
Maps, and I have 2 questions here for you regarding CNCs. The first one is, do you know of a feed and speed database? I'm pretty new to this,
Yes.
so when I look on different companies, their bits, some of them list starting feeds and speeds, others do not. So do you have a good starting point of where to go, where to look when you have a new bit that you haven't
we're all
built
gonna
your
have
own
the same
database
answer, yeah.
over? The second one is, if you're going to do an epoxy inlay, how deep do you typically carve into the surface? And then what bit are you using? How big of a bit? Anyway, that's it. Let me know. Thanks.
I think for that first part of that question, we're all going to have the same answer, right?
Yeah.
Full speed ahead.
The Braz database. It's
The Brazzers.
no the Braz database. It's a European German company. They have they do testing all day long. Braz
you're
in
being
German.
serious.
Yeah, Braz in German means like to carve or whatever.
How do you
And
spell that?
B R A
That's not the
Z
answer
Z.
I thought we would all have.
So if you they have a site and they actually literally just categorize all bits, like they buy Amana, they buy bits and bits, they buy all that stuff. They
Oh,
they
really?
test them. Yeah, and if you just go to brazzers.com.
No, you son of a bitch. I knew it.
I knew it. The
Damn it.
second I heard it,
I
was
want
like,
to keep
I'm not,
it.
even- I'm not gonna bother.
I could have kept
There's-
it together.
There is something just emotionally fulfilling about keeping a joke going way longer than you need to.
You were just so
for
straight. You're so
building-
straight faced. You're so straight faced.
I watched.
Yeah, straight out of the gate too. You like you didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, he didn't even hesitate.
And Dan, he got you. You started. You were like, no. He's.
Wait, this is a real thing.
Wait, hold on. No, this is a
he
real
gave
thing.
a German
It's
definition.
German.
That's
It's-
real.
and he's from Poland. Like that's close. That's Europe.
He's from Poland, so
Well,
this is legit.
Have you guys
This
seen that
motherfucker
that one reel that was going around that was like, oh yeah, no, for Black History Month, I love to learn about Black history. If you actually go to blacked.com, you can get a lot of Black History Month education. And the comments are just like, you son of a. Anyways.
Oh man.
So Black Ed is not a thing.
No, it is. It is.
No,
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
but-
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
No,
I'll
they,
check it
you
out
know,
later.
somebody had to buy the domain and they repurposed it after that because
Yep.
they realized it was a really good idea.
Okay, I'll look at it later. I'm on a work computer right now, so
As opposed to your work cell phone.
Oh,
I'll have Sutton look it up.
I spent
the
minutes
shop.
on Brazzers doing research. Yeah, I bet you did, buddy. Oh God. All right. Next question is from Alex Adams.
I'm shocked we haven't been delisted yet.
Yet.
Gotta try harder.
Too long.
So I've got a question for Andy. I'm curious what he believes are some better products or product lines that sell particularly well during tough economic climates. I know that my kind of bread and butter is larger tables and other large items for my business, but I have been looking to expand a little bit using the laser engraver that I have, as well
You need
as
to
the
start
3D
making
printer.
coasters,
So
Alex.
I'm
Sorry.
curious what you might suggest to add to a product lineup for a small business.
That's true because economic downturns are temporary, but water stains on tables are forever.
Yeah.
It's true.
I gotta say, occasionally Alex does come in with a decent question. Recession-proof products, which I think we're all trying to find desperately during COVID. Like, what do I sell?
How to re-slice your
Although,
bread.
you know what? No, I COVID was actually primo time. Everyone was trying to spruce up their house because they were stuck at home.
It really was.
Yeah, so it was opposite of recession proof. It just everyone's buying just whatever was
Well,
nice.
And the other thing too is like there was once the stimmy checks were flying around, like there was so much money flying around. People didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Non-tax return related tax returns. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, somebody had Avid money out of nowhere.
Yeah. Right.
Weird.
Again,
Weird.
I did not, which is why it's probably really good that I didn't do it, because I did not have the money for it.
Artisanal toilet paper. How to repurpose your shavings.
Ooh,
There you go.
I don't want to repurpose my shavings.
I'm not talking
Repurpose.
about wood shavings, beard shavings.
I'm gonna be honest. It's still not doing it for me.
Might be
Organic. Organic.
worse. Might be worse.
Is this the
Can you
collection
imagine
of
the
real?
prickliness? That would be really prickly.
It really
Is this the
would.
collection of real woodworkers? Literally nobody on this screen actually woodworks.
Not anymore.
We're just computer programming nerds.
Yeah, what's wood?
What's wood? The wood
Well,
database.
when Dan goes to sleep with melatonin,
That's what he wakes up with.
All right. Melatonin down. Okay. Next question's from Shop Humble. That's Dustin, right? Is it Dustin Suits? I loved you in that one show, Suits.
Hey boys, I had a question for Andy.
Good voice.
Andy, I've been following you for a while. Really appreciate the content you put out there and all the information you share with us. Would you be willing to share with us a little bit about your income? More so,
Ooh.
could you give us like a percentage
How much did you make
breakdown
last year?
of your income from craft shows versus products versus like YouTube videos and your training content? More so just curious to see what that makeup looks like, more so than the actual numbers. Thanks.
Andy, if you could just simplify it for us and just give us a PDF copy of your tax return, that'd be great.
Honestly, the easiest thing to do.
It'd be the
Yeah.
easiest.
Don't worry
I'll
about it.
just send-
We'll publish it
Yeah.
for you. You don't have to do
Yeah.
anything.
We'll put it on the Discord.
Cool.
what percentage came from OnlyFans?
Oh, you caught me.
2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the top
Dollars.
1%, so
Of
Of-
OnlyFans? Wow.
Of CNC YouTubers?
Only Dan.
Humble brag. Humble brag.
Also, I really hope everyone's done with their taxes. Yeah, I've been screaming about taxes
Shut
for
up.
the last couple.
Shut up. Shut it.
mine still aren't done. I filed an extension.
I filed. Yep. Same. Andy.
I've tried every year. I'll file for an extension, not just because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And every year I get to the point where they're like, "Hey, just a heads up, like you still owe the money and you still owe fees, and also there's a late fee." I'm like, "Well, you got me.
Well,
I hate a late fee more than
I'll
I hate
pay you
doing this."
eventually. Relax, government.
I just held out till the last second because I was under the impression that we were gonna disband the IRS and send it to Guatemala or
see,
something like that.
here's the thing though,
That's
because
what I was holding out hope for.
I got a return, so I was like, okay, I got in just before they quit.
No, see,
got my
I
return.
owed.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I
Yeah.
owed, so I was waiting, hoping that the IRS would get deported.
By the way, Dustin did clarify. He said, I meant like 20% YouTube, 75% only dads, and 5% products. You missed a great opportunity to just misadd those numbers too. Like it should have been like an extra like 10% in there. Woodworkers don't have to pay taxes, right?
No,
because
they
wood is
don't.
organic.
No. We
Well,
don't
ju-
have to. Nobody
didn't-
has to pay taxes.
Just to
You
be
don't?
clear, I didn't
Just
pay
a-
money with my taxes. I did send 37 boxes of Dan scraps to the IRS offices, though.
Here, tax this, bitch.
I didn't pay anything. I just had the accountant like withdraw from my account. So
Well, that's 'cause
technically,
that's 'cause
I
you're
didn't do anything.
Polish. You don't have to pay taxes.
My CPA said I filed an extension, so I'm like, okay, I take your word for it, bro.
That's
You need
exactly
a
what
new
happened to- I did,
CPA, Dan.
so. I hope they filed
Huh?
an extension.
Dan, you need a new CPA. If it's the same guy as
Nah,
last year.
He's all right. He's all right. I'm gonna keep him for a while.
Dan, you deserve all best, not all right.
You know, the best tax guys don't have a last name. It's just like they go by like Randy, and that's all they're
Oh.
known by.
Jennifer.
That's my
I
guy.
have Jennifer.
Yep.
She's
He's
great.
not Randy though.
Yes.
My new accountant is
Kevin.
she could be, for all I know, the most mid accountant in the world. But the experience I had with her made me think that I had the worst accountant before. Like,
You've all seen The Office, right? Kevin is my accountant. Kevin.
How many
But-
shroot bucks are you
No.
claiming as a write-off?
but here's the thing: Dan submits all of his numbers in pies
Oh,
So-
bowls of chili.
or bowls of chili, because
Oh,
if
no,
you remember
I
that
smoked my
episode,
return.
Kevin is like very particularly autistic, where if you make it food numbers, he can
Right,
do
yes,
crazy
that was
math. But if
Wait
you
a
do
minute,
regular
you
numbers,
did that in your head. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I love that episode. It's so good.
I have a CPA that's just known by like one name, but it's Handy.
Dandy,
I do my own taxes.
Handy.
you do your own taxes. Like,
Technically, I
Hey.
turbo do my taxes.
You
yeah.
do your taxes with that hand.
Oh, I do that. I do my
You
taxes.
do that in front of Lord and everyone.
Turbo taxes.
I was
Andy,
researching for minutes.
That was perfect.
but Andy, good question for you though, and this is, I guess we'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about pre-show. With taxes, like when did you start when were you like, nah, I need an
When
adult?
did you start paying taxes?
Yeah, basically, when were you like, this is no longer a TurboTax
Shit,
deal?
I should probably start paying for this.
When I started,
When did I tell the IRS I started doing this? I don't know.
yeah, right. I gotta make sure this doesn't incriminate me here.
It's
No,
okay. We won't share it with anybody except.
When
the
do you
internet.
want the world to think you started paying taxes?
Yeah, right. I gotta think about this. No,
2025.
the first couple of years, I always did them myself for a long time, and then I was like, this is getting too complicated with the business and all that stuff. So the last 4 or 5 years, I've just paid someone to do it. It's money well spent. I don't know how to think
Yes.
about it.
We say that all the time. CPA, paying for a CPA is some of the best money you can spend on your business.
Yeah. I even pay my CPA to pay
In
me.
pies.
Like
Oh.
she writes me a paycheck, like and deposits to my account. Yeah.
Wow, you pay yourself? What's that like?
Oh, you
Shit.
Yeah, that's actually kind of impressive.
Well,
Wow.
yeah.
I break even. That's the goal every month.
I can barely pay Sutton.
I lose.
You
so
guys are
much
getting
I gotta
paid for
borrow
this?
money from Sutton. Sutton, can you loan me $20?
Hey Sutton, can I get an advance from next week for this week's paycheck?
I swear I'll pay you next week.
Yeah, right.
I'd
Yeah, so
gladly
I'm-
pay you with 3 cheeseburgers next week.
I'm just an employee of Andy Bird Builds. I don't, just an employee.
You're just Andrew.
I just work here.
It's so interesting. We should have.
Damn, this is a Wendy's. No, it's an Andy's.
It's an Andy's. We should have. I'm blanking on her name. The accountant from Workbench Con.
Angela. Oh,
Pamela.
No, but
Jeff from
she
Maker's
taught a
Way.
really good class about, and they actually have an accounting podcast.
really?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
bet that's exciting.
Listen, people think we're ridiculous too. Okay. So you just got to find your audience. But she had some really good knowledge, and I actually would love to get her input because I think with her being a CPA, we can actually get some like answers,
Actual answers and not just
I
stupid
don't know.
dick jokes.
We had a lawyer on last week, and we still didn't really get any like
Yeah, we
law
didn't.
answers.
We didn't
We
get a
got
whole lot of
some-
answers.
She
We
Jeff
got some,
Winger that
like-
thing. She quit. Okay.
Yeah, she was like, I really want no part of
Guys,
this.
look, I can't now. Also, is this over yet? It's too long.
Also, you guys have been making a lot of really uncomfortable comments about my husband in the background.
Oh
He
yeah.
was a piece of meat.
Listen,
I
I would kiss him in a
lost-
dream.
I literally lost my train of thought. I was asking a question and my brain went blank. That was a man. I bet he wears flannels a lot and
That was
lumberjack.
that was some man meat.
I gotta see this guy.
Oh,
It's on the video.
I did watch. I went and looked at the last one and just saw to see who you had on. And I saw it was a lawyer.
I don't know if
That was it.
I don't know if that video is live yet for everybody on the YouTubes yet.
oh, might not
just
be. May have had-
just type
Oh, I think it
The
is. I
most-
saw it.
just type the most lumberjacky thing like person you can create into Chat GPT, and that image, that was probably it.
Oh, speaking of Chat GPT, did my suggestion work? You never got back to us.
bananas, adding bananas.
No, because I hit submit on changing my prompt and it said, hey, you've actually run out of queries for today. And I'm like,
Oh, because
my
you're
only
a
friend."
poor and you
Did it
don't
say
pay
that
for
word?
that.
You can say query.
It
Wow.
said query. It
Wow.
said you are short on
Wow.
queries.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. This day
Except
and age,
in
you're just
Dan's
gonna throw that down.
dreams.
Have some sensitivity.
Oh,
Right.
this
Not
month.
anymore. They got rid of DEI at ChatGPT and
Oh
ABCs.
no! I would kiss him in a dream. It's like a soundbite. Actually, when was that? All right, let me roughly timestamp that.
Who would you kiss in a dream this week, Dan? Well, I've had my eye on Mark.
I tell you
Spagnuolo.
what.
That
Andy,
guy
how does it
has been doing
feel
some
knowing
stuff.
that your episode title is probably going to be Dan kisses Braden in a dream?
No, honestly, a good episode name would be I Would Kiss Him in a Dream with Andy Bird.
I mean, whatever it takes to get people to the episode.
That's right.
game.
That's
That's
right.
the
It's
answer
all
we
about
like to
working the
hear.
algorithm.
You know,
and sex sells.
When I was an
Just-
altar boy, a priest once told me sex sells, right?
He was right. Ish.
Oh God. All right, wait. We have one more last minute entry to the questions.
Did we get the Frankenstein one?
Yes,
Did
we're
we?
we're gonna play that one now.
Okay.
I definitely didn't forget, so we're
Okay.
playing it now.
boy.
Ahead of Nick Vreeland. I just kidding.
I'm loving the hesitance.
You know what? I'm gonna tease it. Nick Vreeland's next.
Not to get political, but with the tariffs getting put in place, the goal seems to be to bring manufacturing to the U.S. Is there an opportunity for small-scale CNC operators to grab any of that market? And any tips or thoughts on how to go about that? Nick Vreeland.
Good
That's actually a
question.
question.
I have
Nicholas.
a great answer, but it's going to get a little aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on
can't
how.
wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on how I'm going to phrase it. For
Let
a
me go
minute.
take some melatonin and I'll
Let
get
me give
back
you
to
an answer, okay? Okay, hang on. Hold on to your butts. Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, Dan's emails.
Oh
my God.
man.
All right. Last question
I keep
from.
my emails on a private server. Good luck.
No, you share them with us. We have access.
Oh,
Frankenstein
that's right.
Woodworks.
Braden has access to all my shit.
Printing
all
off
of you have
every
one
single
Infinity
email and
machines.
keeping it in your
been
underwear
peru-
doesn't count as a private server.
You
All
don't know that.
Last question from
Ooh.
Braden. Braden's the mule that brought it in from Instagram. Frankenstein Woodworks. Brandon
Brodolin.
Brodelin.
I know all of you
Brodelin
have
from
one Infinity
Medium Bug.
machines. I've been perusing the Facebook market for a CNC and am seeing a lot of the Shapico, X-Carve, and some Shark
Shapico.
Piranha
Shapico.
small CNCs for less than $1,000. Are these a good starting off points? I'd like to eventually do some cutting board inlays, signs, whiskey smokers. Are these going to be
Back
accurate
off the
enough
whiskey
to
smokers,
accomplish these
bro.
tasks? If I were to purchase one, what should I look for? My thought is to use it to make products and money and eventually step up to maybe the Elite 4x4. I don't have any experience with this kind of digital fabrication. So far, I only use Lightburn for my 20-watt diode laser Frankenstein Woodworks.
Oh, that was it just
That was his name. It,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
forgot to comma or period.
there's no
there.
comma or period.
That was
Um,
AI, right?
Yeah,
No, that was his real voice.
People
How's he
write
say?
in questions and we stop pretending we can't read, you know. So
Damn, Tim Costello, $128,000 in revenue, $150 in profit.
my
Hey, that's the way to
man.
do it.
You're crushing it, dude.
That's the way to do it.
Crushing.
I think next year I might make like $100 in profit, even if I've got to kind of eat a little bit of it, because I've run out of years and runway to
Bro.
lose as much as I have.
Did you
Yeah.
not renew your ramen ticket?
I did not. No, not
What?
this year.
Then why?
I did it for a
Shit.
year.
Do
I
the
did it for a
ramen that way
year.
you don't have to eat your profit.
Think about the
You can eat ramen.
inflation. Think about the inflation on the ramen noodles.
I wonder
God.
what they charged last year for that ramen ticket.
Andy, just to clarify, there is a ramen place that's apparently pretty good by Broden, and you can get an all-you-can-eat ramen ticket,
That
which is
doesn't-
once
that
per
doesn't
day.
technically-
It's like a
not-
Willy
yeah,
Wonka
you can-
pass.
Yeah,
of
it's a
ramen.
golden ticket, and you get one bowl of ramen, any bowl off the menu, every day, for free.
And it's like,
you just pay
what was
the
it, a couple
taxes for it.
$100, right, or something?
It was like $300, $350.
Which, like, if it's basically $1
That's
a day.
$1 a day, man.
And-
Let me tell you,
I'm going
I hit my
every day.
break-even point in February. I had ramen every single day for the first 3 months of the year.
Roden Ramen's laptop.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
But
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
it was crazy because like the 3 years prior, I just found out about it when I started my old job. The first year I was too broke to get it. Like there's no way I could justify it. The second year, pretty broke. Couldn't convince myself it was a good idea. Third year, did like the cost analysis. It was a good deal, but like I couldn't convince myself to pull the trigger.
You left money on
finally,
the
the
floor.
fourth year, I did the same thing where I did like a cost breakdown. I had the break even point. I was like, as long as I do this. Aretha got so sick and tired of me talking about these ramen golden tickets every year. She said, Braden, I don't give a fuck if you buy one single bowl of ramen. Buy the ticket. I never want to hear about it again.
Can you buy the ticket and then sublease it out to people? Like
no,
$5 a day.
They like write your name down.
Oh man, they write it down.
It hit the point though where I had been there so often, I was a regular. I came in at the same time, sat at the same chair, and they're like, oh, just bring your random bowl again.
Mr.
frickin'
Bogues, please follow me to your table. I don't know why they're like British, but
Was that British?
Cheerio.
Something.
It was a British ramen joint. It was super
I
weird.
wish we had something like that around here. There's a good ramen joint around
British
us too.
ramen?
Yes,
got a
British
It would be
ramen.
served with baked beans.
We've
and
got
sausage.
a couple pretty solid ramen.
Yeah,
joints.
beans and toast.
Beans and
That
toast
sounds
ramen.
good, actually.
That's the most British thing we can all think of. It's so sad.
Mushy peas.
Oh,
No,
mushy
thank
pea
you.
ramen.
I like my peas how I like other things, not mushy. Broden
For my
ramen,
mashed potatoes, those need to be
Wait,
mushy.
I need to jump back
Broden's
in the.
ramen laptop is still
Yeah,
just. I'm
ramen
dying. I'm dying.
I
That
need
could
to
be a show
ask
title. That's
a
show title
question
material.
about the chat because Dustin said, "I love my Shapeoko 5 Pro," and I have a legitimate question to ask. There was a Shapeoko 4. Like it's like it Windows 9 that didn't exist, and they
Did
just
they
went
skip over it?
Oh no, there's a Shapeoko 4. There was a 4.
What?
There was technically two.
There still is.
Shapeoko
You look it up.
2s.
It's like you're telling me right now there's a zero
was
affinity.
4, but they called it the X.
No, it was a 4. So it went 3. You had the 3.
Yeah,
Then the 399.
and then nothing for a while,
Nothing for a long time, and then
and
it
then
went
5.
4.
I don't
No,
know.
it went 4. And then it went, get this, then it went Shapeoko Pro, which is technically a Shapeoko 4
It's illegal.
Pro. And then it went Shapeoko 5.
Hey Tim, we're
Where have you
glad to
been,
meet you
man?
too. Hey buddy.
Yeah, I don't know about the 4. I gotta do some research.
Look at, I'm bringing people to you guys.
It was the Shapeoko
thank you.
3S.
3S Plus, and then the Pro.
SE. It was the SE.
Yeah, the Shapeoko SE.
What's the the Pro Max? Shapeoko Pro Max. There
What
you
did the question say? How'd they say it?
Shapoke.
Shapeoko.
go. Shapeoko.
Shapeoko.
How do you like your Shapeoko 5? Pro.
Shapeoko 5 Pro.
Which Shapeoko. It could be Shapeoko even. Like if you're just reading it without knowing how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
it's
I mean, letters are all...
Shapeoko.
If you read anything without knowing how to pronounce it,
Even Xcarve without the dash in there, like it's just is it Zarv? Is the C
Xarv?
silent?
Sorry.
Is it
Xarve?
Scarf?
Xarve. Welcome to Xarve.
Yeah, one thing is like with these CNC manufacturers, can't we just come up with normal names? Like
Excelsior.
like CNC Labs. Do you know CNC Labs?
Yeah, we did karaoke together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they spell that, right?
SIN
Yeah, like
C
CI.
Yeah.
And you say it CNC. Like, come on.
what?
Stop getting creative.
Why don't we
Stop
we just
getting
call-
creative. we gotta tone down the creativity. This is pissing me off.
just name them like numbers? Like, oh,
Yeah.
the 1 and
No,
the 2.
no.
and the-
Well,
3.
then a single number is fine, but then I don't want to hear anything about like TV manufacturers and stuff where it's just like a long string of code is the name. Like
You
the
know what? They should just-
V3827
They
27
should
inch
just not
monitor.
have names. They should just have barcodes. Like they just put out barcodes.
It's just numbers.
Now we're talking.
No, no
The-
numbers, no nothing. Just you gotta tell.
There's
the
no
barcode.
creativity there. It's just bars. Love it.
But
Let's
like
see. I gotta
Wait, by
measure each
barcode-
bar.
wait, by barcode, do you mean like the code in a bar? Like when you nod at the waiter just
Yeah.
right, you get another drink?
According to my measurements, this is a 4x4. It's a 48 by 48 cutback.
There you go.
Thank God.
Rumor
That's
has
what
it
I'm
Andy
for.
started a CNC company called Bird Cutter.
But with a Y to be
Alex,
edgy.
a Mexican brand called CNC Labs.
Yes, yes, and yes, labs.
The funny thing is they're Canadian, so
Oh, how about that?
Oh God.
All right, well let's.
You
Why
want
don't
the
we
Poutine or the Poutine Pro, baby?
Poutine Pro Max?
obviously.
Hey, you want
I
the
need all the
they-
gravy.
they
or
should-
the
they should
illegal
name
stuff?
it-
They could be like, "Yo, you want this with American cheese right now?
Oh,
You want that American cheese? Because we got
Hey, they should name a model the Liz.
that." Oh no, that's awful.
Hey,
Um,
I'm here to get my narrow CNC. The Liz.
oh, imagine it's just for rotary. It's just that's all it is. It's only got about an 8-inch throw. That's or not even. There's no x-axis. Which no y, no y-axis.
Z.
hey, I put a shameless plug in there for the CNC side hustle.
Oh, trust me, all this stuff is going to be in the show notes. So make sure you
Literally
check out the show
nothing
notes.
Nothing is shameless here. It's
I don't know
all
if you
shame.
checked the show notes below,
It's
but there's
quite
already
shameful.
notes in there with that
I
link
did
in
see it.
there.
I did see it.
Yeah.
So this is the anniversary link where we're running a
Oh.
special for our
Wait,
1-year anniversary.
Where did you
so.
put that link, Andy?
in the YouTube chat?
I don't
Oh,
see it.
it may
Not
have
in our
blocked
YouTube
it.
Chat.
Yeah.
It might not allow it because
YouTube
of the chat.
automatically blocks it.
Tell you what,
All right.
send it to me. I will put it in the show description and the pre-show description.
Sweet.
Also, send it to me, and I'm gonna put it on my MySpace.
Perfect.
Hey, listen, it's all the rage.
Do you still have the GeoCities?
I've never given that up.
Oh shit!
And
I gotta
Tumblr?
check on my Neopet.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll throw that in. Actually, throw it in the Zoom chat, and I will throw it into the description right now.
Zoom
chat.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Hey, do you guys
Yeah,
remember
that's
when
right.
hamsters
That's right.
drove a square car? That was the good old days.
That's right, everybody in the chat. We have a second chat. It's chatception here.
You guys don't even want to know what I'm sitting in
Super
front of.
secret 8th tier.
We're
chat.
texting. That Morgan's messaging us. I'm in a group chat with these fools through other people. I'm looking at a screen here, a screen here, a screen here, and Emma there.
Did you see that?
Even
Yep, I see it.
Okay,
even secret 5th tier Nick Brim can't access this chat.
And
Ooh,
Let's
Nick
see.
Brim is getting slammed by
Saved.
storms right now.
yeah, if y'all refresh your chat, the new link will be in the
Yeah, check it
the
out.
site.
Also, if you guys go to the live stream that you're watching right now, and you're gonna look, and there's gonna be a thing that looks like this.
Like a thumb.
And if you push this one, good things happen to you. And if you push this one,
You go on a
pox
list.
your family.
You go on a
pox
list.
on your family.
Smash that thumbs up button.
Yeah, smash that, subscribe, and well, while you're there, go check out all the links for Andy's page if you don't know who he is, which I'd like to feel like at this point that's
there's,
insane.
well, there's a lot of people out there that don't know me.
I just like you're one of those accounts that even though you might not be like Jimmy in the universe. To me, I'm like, how do you not know? Like, if you want to CNC, how do you not know who Andy Bird is?
Yeah,
You know who he is?
CNC.
Andy is my Jimmy.
Oh,
Aww.
look at
I'll
that.
give you. You want a kiss for that?
In a
Wait.
dream.
in his dreams. Oh, that's another good
Wait.
show title. In Dan's dreams.
There you go. In Dan's dreams.
All right. Well, why don't we hop out of here and get into the
Please, I
actual
gotta poop.
show? Dan, do you have something to add?
Still have to poop. Still. What? Do I really have to add something? Are
No,
you being serious?
I need a good
He's just-
clip of you because I need to work you into the Michael Bay Transformers like title sequence. So I need you to be at one point. What was that? What?
That was John.
Oh, okay.
Quiet.
Hi, John. Quiet on set. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. Make sure to go check out all the links in the description. If you're a patron, you're already entered to win the giveaway this month. If you're not a
Yes.
patron, guys, we actually opened it up to everyone, which means if you are not supporting us because you're like, these guys are trash, I'll listen to them, but they're trash. But guess what? children with cancer are not trash. And if you donate to Makers for St. Jude through our link in the show notes, that will give you an extra entry or entries every $5 to our giveaway every month. So boom, you get to diss us, help children, and still win things from us. Boom.
This month we're giving away a $250 gift card to WTBwoodworking.com
Boom.
or in store.
Yeah. We found like a weird loophole of like people hate us, but they still want to do good and win our stuff.
You can hate us, but
the anus.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I had nothing. I'm glad you saved that.
If you are, even if you don't like CNCs, make sure to check this one out. This is going to be a good one. I know it. We've had Andy on before. It's always a solid episode. So we'll see you guys soon. Next week, we have a fun one. We have Austin, who lives in Austin, Texas, runs the Austin School of Furniture, and is the brains behind Texas Woodworking Festival. And we want to know what that's all about because we're going this year.
I went last year.
You did? Actually, wait, before we go, how was it?
Was it busting?
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Was there any CNCs there?
Yes, there was.
Okay, so they respect that as a woodworking craft.
I will say they had a open party, a pre-party, like the night before it started. That was. I hope they improve that this year. Last year it was kind of like.
We'll pass the feedback along next week.
It didn't. Pass the feedback, but the show was great. There was it was a good time.
You did Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Did they have roasted corn?
Oh, like the Mexican street corn?
I'm sure somewhere in Austin
Probably.
there's roasted corn.
Okay. Cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank you
just
for.
So you guys know, there are other woodworkers out there. We are calling out to you. We will find you.
We'll find you. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys all next week. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.